Ladies and gentlemen, we are officially 5 days away to the release of the Nintendo Switch 2. Exciting doesn't even come close to how I'm feeling. I can't believe that it's finally here because we've been talking about it forever. But we have 5 days to go. But lucky for us, we have some rumors, leaks, updates, all the good stuff. Even some new Switch 2 games being confirmed. And it's all very exciting. Let's go ahead and get right into this video. So we have 5 days until the release of the Nintendo Switch 2. So we're going to do something fun. Every single day until that release comes, I'm going to give away eShop gift cards and videos just to celebrate. We have a great video today. We have some very exciting updates, rumors, and leaks, and a really cool game being confirmed for the Switch 2 as well. So hit a like and subscribe. That would be awesome. And follow me on Twitter and Instagram so we can keep our community growing. And let's go ahead and get right into this video. So first, let's talk about some Nintendo Switch 2 features. One of the major ones, I guess it's actually part of their big selling point, which it's okay. I don't feel like I'm gonna use the feature that much, but it's a big feature, right? And that is voice chat. I think voice chat is going to be fun, and I'm gonna use it when I can. I guess what I'm trying to say when I say I won't be using it is the whole camera system. Maybe I will, maybe I'm wrong, but it hasn't appealed to me quite yet. Now, something I did not think about. Obviously, we're all playing this and that's cool. There's a good chance if you're watching my video though, you're probably I would assume at least middle school, high school and up. There might be a couple younger kids here and there, so shout out to you guys, but we, for the most part, know how to navigate the internet, and a lot of you guys like me, we grew up with the internet, right? But there is that younger generation, so them using voice chat and also having the camera, it's there's some extra steps we need to take to make sure. I don't want to say that they're safer because voice chat, that's just what comes with a game, dude. You need to get the tough skin, you need to have your comebacks ready. But the whole camera thing, that's where it starts getting a little risky. So Nintendo Switch 2 confirms an important child safety feature. Alongside requiring a unique phone number to use game chat, Nintendo has updated its parental control app to provide parents and guardians with more tools to keep their children safe online. The Nintendo Switch parental control app now allows parents and guardians to set limits over who their children can use game chat with. So this is a free app, obviously, on the phone. Once parental controls are activated, players under the age of 16 can only use game chat to talk with approved friends. Permissions must be granted via the app each time a child wants to start a video chat. So yes, I think this is cool. 16, it's damn. 10, 11, I would have said okay. 16 seems kind of a little going the extra bit. But that's not the only security feature we're getting that's new. So we've already talked about this, but this is Nintendo showing us how to set the PIN number. And I don't know if there's any other features as well. What damn language is this? So yeah, you can set digits. So this, the thumbstick is how you press a digit, and then I guess these are the face buttons. Why is this in another language? What is going on here? I guess somebody probably screen and recorded this from their Nintendo Today app in another language. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I find that very, very useful actually. Now, ladies and gentlemen, obviously we know a bunch of Nintendo Switch 2s are out there in the wild. This happens with games. Obviously, that's not as big as a console, but with the demand and hype around this console, actually, probably 2 or 3 months ago, me and every other Nintendo YouTuber, we were getting hit up to buy stolen Nintendo Switch 2s from people in manufacturing. I talked about it in a video. People are trying to sell us Nintendo Switch 2s legit 2 months ago for $2,000. And I'm like, no, I'll wait, man. That doesn't seem like a great deal. And then on top of that, they said, if you buy this Nintendo Switch 2, you can't even use it when the launch happens because Nintendo's gonna brick it. I was like, so I have to buy a stolen Nintendo Switch 2 for $2,000, can't really use it. And then when the Switch 2 comes out, I have to buy another one to actually be able to use. Doesn't sound like a great deal to me. Obviously, we're closer to launch and consoles are in retailers now, so we know these consoles are out there. People are selling them. I knew people had them. I didn't know they were being sold. So this is some stock that has been taken. I don't know what app this is. Maybe OfferUp or something. I really don't know what this is. This is being sold for $825 for the Mario Kart bundle. So $300 over retail. And the crazy thing is, I wouldn't be surprised if they actually sold some of these. This is just a picture that I found, so I don't know if there was a follow-up to this or anything. When the PS5 was coming out, and that's when I felt like scalping became more prevalent and became like almost a scalping culture surrounding it. People were buying the PS5 with the disc drive, which sold for $500. I seen them being sold for $1,000, $1,200. Like athletes and celebrities saying like, yeah, paid $1,200, bought one. It's like, what? $700 past retail? I would not be surprised if somebody would spend $825 on a Nintendo Switch 2 because the hype is insane. Now let's talk about a really cool leak, which I'm trying to think what console had something like this similar. Maybe like the original Xbox, or maybe I'm comparing it to something else. But there might be a feature in the Nintendo Switch 2. I don't know quite what it would be used for, but it's still very interesting. The Nintendo Switch 2 may support custom music based on WWE 2K25 data mining. And I think this is, I know this is coming to the Nintendo Switch 2. I'm not sure. I don't think it's a launch game. But this is a game that is coming to the Switch 2. They showed it off in the Switch 2 Direct. And it says, if you have music stored on your Nintendo Switch 2 console, you can use these tracks for the entry soundtrack. So yeah, that's what I was saying. I think the original Xbox had something like that. Because I remember like playing like a snowboarding game, or I can't remember, maybe GTA or something, or Tony Hawk, and playing like music that we had on the Xbox. This is truly like over 20 years ago, which is so crazy how long ago that was. But this is going to be cool, man. If this is a possibility, imagine if you can just store media on your Switch 2, store music, store videos, store pictures, because you can have screenshots and videos. What if we could store music? What if we could store videos, download videos, something? I don't know if that would quite go that way, but this would be cool. So regardless, I mean, this is going to be awesome. They're saying right here, this is unclear if the soundtracks you'll have to buy through the eShop, and maybe these will be on like the Nintendo Music app or with a Nintendo Switch Online sub, or if you'll have your own music stored. I'm not sure, but it just seems very interesting and something that kind of came out of left field. Now, let's get into a Nintendo Switch 2 game that's confirmed. Yeah, this game I've never heard about. It looks awesome. And it's now confirmed for the Nintendo Switch 2. So I don't know how to pronounce this, so forgive me. But I think it's called Mazelia? I'm not sure. Mazelia Echoes of the Past will be launching on the Switch 2 next year. So this is not a 2025 game, but that's all good, right? This looks awesome. This is a 3D Metroidvania game. So I like Metroidvania games. I like 3D games. I don't know if I've ever played a 3D Metroidvania. If I have, it's slipping my mind right now. I don't know if this is also going to launch on the Switch. It might, but as far as I can see, the only console I think I'm seeing this is confirmed for is the Nintendo Switch 2. I don't think this is a Nintendo exclusive, so it will probably launch on PS5 and Xbox as well, maybe? And this is one of the great things about the Nintendo Switch 2. Yes, we know the flagship franchises, we know the Marios and Zeldas, and then we know some stuff that might show up, and then we know some third-party stuff. There's also games that we have no clue that even exist or in development, and some of these games might become some of the greatest games of all time, and it's just going to be great to experience those on the Nintendo Switch 2. So again, it's just like another notch of what's making this whole console launch so exciting. Just new games or new franchises being created that we're going to play on a brand new console. Now, before we get out of here, I have a little extra I want to show you guys. Normally on Saturday, I do eShop sell videos, and I give away eShop gift cards in every single one of those videos, multiple eShop gift cards. I'm just not doing it today because I'm getting some stuff ready for the Switch 2, but I still want to talk about some stuff that's on sale. So quickly, I just want to go over the sale that GameStop is having right now because it's actually incredible. Yes, the Nintendo Switch 2 is coming out very soon, and that's great. But you can get a Nintendo Switch for $230. It's not the biggest discount, but that's $70 off the launch price. A Switch OLED for $300, not bad. But something I'm thinking about picking up if I do not get a Switch 2 Pro Controller is the Switch Pro Controller, because it is incredible and it is currently on sale for $45. If I'm not mistaken, the Switch 2 Pro Controller is $90. This is half price of that. You could get actually two of these for the price of that. And as far as I know, the only difference is this does not have the voice chat button, and you need that button to be able to wake up the Nintendo Switch 2. But you can just get up and hit a button and turn your Switch 2 on, right? And they have a bunch of games on sale as well right now, like Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle for $10. This is incredible. FC25, $14. This is probably going to run better on the Switch 2. The Zelda Switch Lite, $160. This was $210 brand new. Not a bad deal, man. So you might want to check out some of these deals. But ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about all this information? Because your opinion matters most. 5 days to go. That's crazy. I can't believe it, man. It's so crazy. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. If you made it to this part of the video, hit a like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And every single Saturday, I give away multiple eShop gift cards and eShop sale videos. And I'm giving away 2 Nintendo Switch 2s, one in July and one closer to the holidays. So make sure you're a subscriber, like and comment to help the algorithms. Follow my social medias. And we got 5 days to go, man. You guys know me. I'll see you very soon with a new video. Peace out.